Hi there and welcome to today's recording. I'm happy that you're enjoying these particular videos and I'll keep doing them as much as possible or as much as I can. Now, the reason why I'm doing this particular video is because I'm getting some good feedback, and I got one good feedback from one of my relatives on Sunday last week. And as we were speaking, something came up that we have spoken about how to invest the money that you have already earned. But let's take one step back. How do you even make this money if today you do not have a job? So today I'm speaking to those people who do not have a job. It doesn't matter your age, it doesn't matter what you've been doing in life, but if you're healthy and you have a skill, then listen to me today. There's something nice for you, and I'm sure this will benefit you and others that you want to share with. And before I go ahead, please click the subscribe button at the bottom and also the bell so that you can be alerted every time I upload a new video. So let's get into it just now. So what are we speaking about today? I'm speaking about how to make money as a freelancer. And I'll speak about some 3 steps that you need to follow in order to make some money at the comfort of your home. I'm not telling you to go and rent an office, but there's something I want to ask you. Do you have a skill? Any skill? It doesn't matter whether you acquired it in college or you acquired it by maybe through your mentor, your parent, or an elder sibling. Any skill. Then if you have that skill, then let's go ahead. The second thing I'm asking you is, do you have these 2 things, a computer and Wi-Fi? If you do not have these 2, then you need to look for them, because a computer is not expensive nowadays, and a Wi-Fi, you can also get it from restaurants nearby. So perhaps for Wi-Fi, you can look for a place where you'll be visiting once in a while, but the first thing you need to have is a computer. Sometimes a phone can do, but for what we are speaking about today and how you can make money at the comfort of your home, you need a computer. So if you do not have one, please look for ways you can borrow the money. It's about maybe $200 or $150. That is about 15,000 Kenya shillings. And you can get a good computer to start with. You can borrow some money, go to your M-Shwari if you're in Kenya, or your, whatever loans that you can take. A 15,000 loan, within 1 month, you should be able to repay it. That is, if you are diligent and you follow the steps that we're going to speak about today, you should be able to pay it off very quickly. So let's go ahead. The third question is, do you have a skill? The kind of skills I'm talking about are data entry, accounting, writing skills, copywriting. Are you a developer? Can you do statistical analysis? Can you do data analysis? What is this that you can do? So those are the questions I'm asking you today. What is this that you can do? You need to evaluate yourself. What skill do I have right now? And so that I can use it to do something for myself. All right. So what is step number 1? I talked about 3 steps that you can use to make money at the comfort of your home. The first step is open an account. There are 3 places I want to recommend you. Start here. There are many other places, but I want you to start either with Fiverr, Upwork, or Freelancer. These are very authentic freelancing platforms. And if there is a dispute between you and the person that you're working for, they're able to help you to resolve the dispute. Secondly, you're able to work in a way that you're paid what you actually bidded for. Those platforms are very, very safe. So you just need to go there and open your account, put a nice profile, and explain what you can offer, and be very authentic. You better be, have a small skill that you can offer than start writing so much that you can offer and then you cannot even do the job. Ensure that whatever you put up there on your profile is something that you can do, right? So that is the first step to start your job. Once you get your computer, visit the next restaurant or a place that is quiet, hook up the computer and open these accounts. The second thing that you need to do, set your profile, a nice profile photo, and then type a description about yourself, your skills, and what you can do. Make sure you're very, very clear. Yeah, because anybody who is looking for somebody to do some work will be reading your profile, and you most likely get the job or not get the job. So then once you set up your profile, make sure you set up a rate. You better start with a small rate, because when your profile is new and you have not done any other work, you better have perhaps you charge less, maybe from $5. That is quite comfortable. And then eventually when you get, when you carry out a lot of jobs and you've been rated highly, remember, these people will always be rating you, then you can up your rate. So don't, charge too high or too low as a starter. Start just in a comfortable position, depending on the skill that you're offering. But even before you even go to typing your profile and your rate, you may need to check what others in your industry are doing. People who have the similar skill with you, if you want to open an account in Fiverr, for example, go through the Fiverr, search for people who have a similar skill as you, see what they're doing, how much they're charging, see when they open their accounts, what ratings they get, the feedback, they give a rough idea on even where to start, yeah? What people with that particular skill charge, and that will inform even how you even craft your description. Make sure it's more catchy and it really sells you very well, right? And most people also give work to people with a profile picture. Don't just leave it empty. Put a nice profile photo for yourself and a nice description of your skills and what you can do. Yeah, make sure you're competitive so that you can definitely start working. So a lot of research is very, very important on how people in that particular industry or who have that skill that you have are doing, so that you can actually set yourself for success. The third point is that now that you set up your profile, your description, you can always check, what are people asking for? You can bid for jobs. Some people ask for a proposal, other people just ask for a portfolio of what you've done before. So start bidding for those jobs. And if you don't get, just keep bidding and bidding and bidding, right? And then when you get that job, make sure that you keep constant communication with the client. Ask as many questions as possible to understand what is this they are looking for, so that you are able to do the job correctly the first time. When you get a job, don't just decide what to do. Ask as many questions as possible. Ask questions like, how does good look like, right? To understand the expectations of the deliverable. How should it look like? How should the wording look like, right? And you get more and more information. Then ensure to deliver on time. And once you deliver the job and it's accepted and you're paid, remember to ask for feedback. Because once you get a lot of ratings and it's a 5, normally it's between 1 and 5. If you get 4s and 5s, then you will be in a good position after a few months to even up your rate, because you're getting very good feedback. Even they do give feedback in terms of writing, not just in clicking the stars. Yeah, ask for some feedback, especially when you know you've done an excellent job. Ensure to be very authentic, open, and clear. Don't, hide information and look like you're lying or anything like that. Just be very honest with what you do. And that is why I said in your profile, the skill that you put there, make sure it's something you can do. If you're a statistician, don't say you can write stories, because statisticians usually, it's rare to find a statistician that is also a book writer, right? But if you're good at writing books and you can write ebooks, then make sure that your grammar is good and you have a good rating. Sometimes there are, I think Fiverr or even Upwork, there's some small exams that you can do in there, and if you pass them well, also they give you higher chances of getting those jobs. So just check how the system works. If it's Upwork, check how the system works, read and follow what you've been asked to do. If it's Fiverr, the same. So just make sure that you are doing the best job possible. All right. So what are these types of jobs that you can do online? One, it's designer. If you're a very good designer, you can do logos, flyers, book covers, brochures. So just describe that and give examples of what you can do. All right. And if possible, there are some of those systems that also ask you to even upload a portfolio. Just design one good portfolio and put it up there. That is work that you've done in the past. You know, a few screenshots of the logos that you've designed in the past, the flyers that you designed in the past, so that actually you can, you know, get jobs a little bit faster. If you're statisticians and you know how to use SPSS, Strata, some of these statistical systems, then you can look even for companies that are doing some research, and you can actually, you know, do some statistical analysis of their data. And that doesn't even mean that you have to be in Fiverr, Upwork. In the town where you live, maybe there is a university nearby. There are people actually doing some research work, like master students, PhD students, and those you can also find them in Fiverr. You can also find them in Upwork and Freelancer. Yeah, just check around, ask your neighbors, your friends, who is this doing a PhD? Can I support you in your statistical analysis? If you don't have the SPSS or Strata or whatever software that you can use for your statistical analysis, you can look for it. If you already have a laptop, find a way of looking for that software so that, you know, and download it to your laptop and start looking for jobs. Yeah, let's stop sitting down and looking for your parents to feed you every day. Do something with the skill that you have. Data entry jobs, yeah, accountants require some data entry class. There's a lot of people who want data entry activities, but you need to do a search again on what is happening in that platform that you have registered in. Also, developers, programmers for websites, mobile apps. Yeah, there's a lot of work happening online in those 3 platforms that I'm recommending. And also content writing, like eBooks, newsletters, blogging, recipe books, you know, meal plans. You can do a lot. There are a lot of people who are writing books. You can do ghostwriting for them. Others just want the proofreading of a book. They've already written. You just need to format it and proofread it and give them a good quality piece of the book, because you've done the initial writing. So, and there's a lot happening out there. When it comes to academic writing, where you're helping PhD and master students do some research, this one you truly need the skill. If it's a PhD, you perhaps ought to have done that particular type of research before. And you can check for this type of work in places like Pro Writers, Falcon Writers, Upwork, Fiverr. You can get a lot of jobs on academic writing. And usually these jobs come up mainly around November, December, January, Feb, and around March, right? There's a lot of academic writing and it's up there. And these are some of the places that you can look for those jobs. But be very careful that you are not pulled out of that environment or that platform to do the job separately outside. Because some of these people who are telling you this job, you can do it outside this platform, most times they can con you, right? So be careful. These platforms protect you. And once you sign up, do the job on that platform. Communicate on that platform. Don't be pulled away out of that. Anything could go wrong and that platform will not be able to help you or support you, and your money could have actually gone. So I hope this helps you. And therefore the homework for today is, when are you going to start freelancing? If you're not making enough money, you may want to consider freelancing as the next thing to help you build your wealth. And what do you need in order to start? We said, if you do not have a computer, just look for some money, borrow, buy that computer to start with, and use open places like restaurants or whatever to start working from there. All right. And you will definitely grow. You'll be able to buy your own Wi-Fi at home if you don't have. You'll be able to buy a better computer in future if you're doing design work that requires heavy software to design, right? So just be very innovative in how you start this, but do not sit there and just complain that there's no money or there's no work. There's a lot of work out here. I hope you enjoy this. And if you liked it, please click that subscribe button and the bell so that you can be reminded every time I upload these videos. It's on Saturday morning. You will be able to get a new video. All right. So thank you so much for listening in and have a good day. Goodbye for now.